A new study finds a surprise link between where you live and your bone density.
So the study in the British Medical Journal finds people who live in leafy, greener areas may be less likely to develop osteoporosis.
Dr. Zorba Paster is here with more details. This is very interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting and very, very important. So there's certain risk factors we know for osteoporosis. If you lose weight and you're very thin, if you smoke cigarettes, if you drink too much, you know, they're usual risk factors that are there. But this study showed another risk factor. It showed that people, it was about 400,000 people in this study overall. It was a bunch of studies. If you live near green areas, you are less likely to develop osteoporosis.
How does that happen?
Well, that's a good question. So first of all, part of it may be that what you're breathing in. We know that if you live near a green area, the oxygen is higher and the nitric oxide from pollution is less, so that might be one risk factor. In other words, might be environmental. The other risk factor is there's something about green areas that are just good for you. And the Japanese have a term for it. It's called forest bathing. Going into Mother Nature and just experiencing Mother Nature. So I think that's part of it.
Does it have to be a green area? I was just saying earlier, you were just on a big skiing trip. You were out in the mountains.
That's right.
Just being in nature.
And it could be the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. The cherry.
Yeah.
And I think part of this is the fact that when you go there, you really want to enjoy Mother Nature. And there's a magic button on this thing, the phone. It's called off. And you can actually shut it off, which makes a big difference because all of a sudden you're in a green area and you get pinged and pinged about this and you're missing the point. So there's something about being in Mother Nature that reduces the risk of osteoporosis. And we look at that. If you fall down, break your hip, and you're over 65, there's a 25% chance you will be dead within 1 year. And it's more likely to affect women than men. So osteoporosis is a leading cause of death because women who fall are more likely to fracture themselves. So go out in the green area and enjoy yourself.
So like go out to Devil's Lake or any place, anything gorgeous, or even your own garden.
That's exactly, that's exactly what they showed. And you know, getting away from environmental pollution, industrialization, shopping, going to the mall, and going into Mother Nature reduces osteoporosis. It's kind of shocking that that makes such a difference. But we also know that people who go into the woods are less likely to have heart disease, stroke, and even diabetes because they move around and they exercise their bodies and they're doing something.
And talk about their mentality too,
right,
mental health.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why shutting this off is really part of going into the green area.
You have to do that because even if you're in a Zen moment, if that thing pings,
it takes you out.
The moment is over.
No, it's like an alarm. It's like this is an automatic alarm clock that we have on us all the time, and we have to know how to get rid of it, because otherwise we're not in Mother Nature, and that's part of it. And it's spring in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's right.
Did it say how long somebody should spend in the green area?
No, it didn't.
Doesn't matter?
It was just what they were looking at as the risk factors for osteoporosis, and they were surprised when they found that out. And we know that it's independent of the other risk factors. We know that it's independent of your calcium, the exercise you're doing, balance exercise. All we know is that going into Mother Nature is good for you. And that's what we know.
It's very interesting.
We're heading out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's great to be here.
Good to see you, Zorba.